What's up, fool? What's up, fool? Podcast.
So what happened, bro? People are just don't. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Don't care what I gotta say. They don't care what Rodrigo gotta say. They already told us to silence James months ago, and they want to know what happened, bro, at the Haha Cafe because I had an incident too, bro, that I really can't talk about because if I talk about it, bro, they might open up the case.
Allegedly, bro. You gotta say allegedly, homie.
Right, Rodrigo? You know, bro.
Oh, it already ran its statute of limitations, dude. The case of the scratch door.
Do it, voice, bro. What happened, dog?
What happened with
What
Willie
happened, Doc?
Barcena was like I had met Willie maybe a couple times. He hosted a show I think called Funny is Funny back on CTV that I did like a long time ago.
Wait a minute, sorry. What happened? A
I
joke?
think he hosted a show called Funny is Funny or Latino Laughter, some kind of show. I did.
Latino Laugh Festival, the show.
I think it was called something on CTV where like he said something kind of to me like right
CTV?
at CTV like a long time ago.
I remember CTV. Yeah.
Rodrigo, you did that show.
Yeah. It's a Latino Laugh Festival, the show. Willie hosted the first part of it, and then he had problems with people, allegedly. And then they had Pablo host the rest of it.
Pablo
Yeah, and I
Francisco.
think I did that set, and I think he hosted it. He kind of made like he wasn't that nice to me, but I remember him not being that nice, but nothing that like I could even like say what happened. And then I would see him because he would always be at this place where he got his VHS tapes, and I got my DVDs like the same spot. He was always nice. He was always like editing videos of his kids doing karate or something, and he seemed like a nice guy, right? I didn't really know him. So I thought we were like on good terms. So I went up to him at the Haha after I was on Last Comic Standing, about a year later, actually. And I was like, "Hey, Willie," and he goes, "Adam Hunter, you did my fucking joke on TV.
Damn.
And fuck you. I'll kick your like all." And I go, "Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never seen your act before. Like, I don't watch.
I don't want to see your act.
We don't go into the same like I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. What joke? What joke?" And then he wouldn't even tell me what joke. And then I was like, Dro, I don't know what you're talking about. Like that, and that was it. That was all. Like it was like that. I was like, all right, man, this guy obviously, you know. So then, like 5 months later, I was at the Haha, and I was having like the worst week of my life. So I'm at the Haha, and I'm hosting the midnight show, and I'm on stage, and I see Willie walking and like giving me a mad dog look. And then I see him walk out, but I look at him.
You're gonna get it tonight, big dog.
I forgot that I saw him. You're like one of those things where like I saw him, but I'm like focused on like 50 other things.
Famous elbow, bro.
I see him and I'm like I remember seeing him. So then I go into like I wanted to do like a joke and I couldn't remember the joke. I'm like, oh, I have it written down on my computer in my car. So I go to my car and I got my computer and I'm with Terry and Terry's like, Adam, put on blah 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 next. And then Willie just comes. I don't even see him. It just fucking cracks me in the face, like behind me. Like he comes like on the corner. I didn't even see him. Like punches me in the mouth.
Ninja dog.
Like fucking cracks me. And then I was like, what the fuck just hit me? Like, and then I look, I got blood all over my fucking mouth. I needed like 7 stitches. I was like, this motherfucker. Like I just saw red, you know. So I just started hitting him, but a lot of people were like in my way. It was in the hallway of the Haha. There was like all these people that got out of the 10:30 show, 10:45, comics hanging out. So
Crash into pictures.
So I was like hitting him, but he didn't expect me to just take the punch and hit him back. So his hands were down. I think I hit him like 3 or 4 times, but I couldn't really get a clean shot because I was having to like punch in between people to get him, you know, like. And then he's like, his hands were down. He's like, "Come on, white boy." He's like, he's like, "We'll dine in hell together." And I was like, I think that's.
I don't live to live.
You watch a lot of movies, bro.
Hell together, Sparta.
Yeah, it's a line from like 300. So he says that I took a joke, and then he took a joke from that guy, from like Gerard Butler, I think, from 300. Like he stole that line, you know. So then like, so then I got like thrown out of the Haha like by Jack Jr. and someone else like got me out, but I wasn't done. So I got back in the Haha, and then I was being held back like by both.
You had to buy a ticket first to get in.
So I like need them, but I didn't really. I missed them like, but because I had all I had was like a knee left. My hands were being held back, and then I got thrown out again, and then I was gonna like jump the gate and then try to Superman punch him from the top, like come over. But I was afraid I couldn't clear the gate. And I was like, fuck, like, what if I can't clear the gate? And then I'm stuck on top of a gate, you know? So then my lip was busted. Like, I had to go to the hospital and get stitches.
Was it still coming at you?
No, he just hit me that one time. And then his hands were down. His head was up.
You probably didn't think you were going to fight back, dude.
No, that's what really bothered me. Well, a lot bothered me about the whole thing. Number one, I didn't even know I was in a fight. Number two, he only hit me because he thought I was going to hit him back. I was not hitting him back. Like he was a bully tactic. And then the next day I'm like, I didn't know that many people in LA. I was kind of new. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get like killed. Like, who knows who this guy knows. And I got more love from like the Mexican community. Like, I think even you came up to me and you were like, you gave me a hug and you were like, you man, fuck that fool. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then like somebody else was like, on behalf of my people, I want to thank you. All these like job offers in West Covina.
That's so stupid, dog.
But then but then I sued him. We went to court because it was like 10 grand for my fucking mouth.
Fuck.
You know? Like because I have a fake tooth, and my tooth fell out because I got hit by a car when I was younger, so I had a fake tooth. And then after court, we're leaving the courtroom. After all this, he didn't show up to court. It was the whole thing. He finally showed up. He tells the judge that like I'm jealous of his career, which is why I was taking jokes from him. He made up this whole thing. Then he tries to fight me outside the courthouse. He's like, come on,
wow.
let's go again. I'm like, bro, we just came from the fucking courthouse. Like,
you want to go back, bro?
Like, I'm in a suit right now, like with my lawyer. Like, fuck you. And then he hit me up on Facebook. Like, I'm not saying I was right, or I'm not saying that you were wrong, but
What?
maybe we could put this behind us. I'm like, I didn't respond. Like, I honestly want nothing to do with that guy. I since then have met like 6 people that he's either bullied or done that to or threatened, or I'm just like, bro, like I guess he's a different person when he drinks, but it was like I would never hit somebody when they're not looking. I would never hit somebody in general. I mean, you can kill somebody. I mean, I've heard stories where you hit somebody and they fall in the wrong way and they've died. And
over a joke, dude.
And like the joke that he's even saying was like not even a joke; it was a premise. And it was
What was it?
I did a joke where I'm like, you know, I had a whole joke where Mexican people are coming to our, you know, I don't do the joke anymore, but I was basically saying like people are mad that Mexicans come to the country and taking our jobs and don't speak the language. Like if some dude's coming to your job who doesn't know English, your job sucks. Like no one's going to Home Depot to pick up a doctor. You know, like, that was basically like
That's a good one.
That was like 2 sentences. Like I tell 10,000 jokes in my act. Like I literally like try to have more jokes per minute than anyone else. Like I try to sell at least 25 jokes a fucking every minute, you know? So for him to fucking say that like 12 seconds out of my act was the same as his, like, are you fucking crazy? And even if it was, who gives a fuck? Like I won't even do the joke. If I do a joke on stage and I hear someone else do it, right? I'll come up to him and be like, hey, listen, we have the same joke. So if you hear me do it, let you know I didn't take it from you. I've had it before. Like, still do the joke. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
And if we're on the same show, I'll do a different joke. But I would never like take a joke from someone. And if we have the same joke, no problem. I'll get rid of that fucking joke. Like, because Doug Stanhope hit me up and he was like, hey, I have a similar joke, but I could tell you didn't take it from me. So if anybody accuses you of taking that joke, it was the same joke, then tell them to go fuck off and tell them to come to me first. So like he went out of his way to protect me from his fucking people. Like that's how you do it. You don't go up to people and just start cracking them in the fucking face. Like, are you out of your mind?